What's going on, YouTube? Back here again doing stuff with the truck. And, well, I didn't put a video out about it, but after I did my dual exhaust on this truck, I ended up ripping it off. I had some problems. The passenger side, the pipe, I don't know, it was either off a little bit, it wasn't perfectly round, and it didn't fit into the muffler. The dual exhaust muffler, and it fell off a couple times. That aggravated me, so I ripped everything off after the muffler. So as of right now, we're back to pretty much, ground zero here with the thing. Cut the exhaust pipe off right in front of the muffler. Put the single inlet, dual outlet Series 44 Flowmaster on there. That's still on there. That's been on there for a while and almost seasoned in. Every single time I drive it, I'm like, oh, it's almost seasoned in. And then like a week later, I'm like, oh man, it's even louder. So this is what I'm gonna do. Oh, by the way, I did shoot footage of me ripping this whole thing off, and it took a long time. I pretty much allotted, I don't know, like 2 hours or something like that to rip it off and put this new setup on. And in those 2 hours, it took me just to rip off the old one. So I'll put that footage at the end. That way it's not wasted. Here's the setup, though. That's what I've got. I've got my tips over here, and I just have a couple 90s. I took the closest to a 90-degree bend that I could find on the remaining pipe and cut it off so that they would be about this size. It's approximately, that's about how far they're spaced apart. They're approximately even here. And as you can see here, this one is leaning more into that pipe. So they're not exactly, well, first off, they're not exactly 90 degrees, but second off, they're not even like the same angle on there. So just stating that right up front, just being all transparent and stuff. So the whole plan is stick that end into the muffler. Got a clamp here that's going to clamp it on. Then these clamps over here will go on the tips, which should be right about up here on the pipe. I wanted to try something new this time. I didn't know if you put this on like this, so there's this much pipe inside this, which is just a big old hole. I didn't know if that would resonate louder or anything like that. So that's just part of the experiment that I'm gonna do. Last time when I did them, I pretty much mounted them like this. There was only like about that much pipe inside, and if you wonder what I'm talking about like this. There was just barely any pipe inside the actual tip. So this time I'm gonna move it back a lot. That way there's like half the pipe has pipe inside of it. I don't know. Is this even making sense? I don't think so. But I'm going to do it like that, and we're going to see if it gets any louder. The whole design is supposed to come right out in front of this tire. So the only problem I can see is my leaf spring right there. So you can see the muffler right there. Got plenty of room before the tire here, but yeah, that leaf spring's going to be a problem, so I can't exactly do it level. They're going to have to be like at a slight angle going downward, which I don't really have a problem with, but if I was doing some off-roading, then that would probably be a pain in the butt and get in the way, and probably rip off or something, bend it into the frame, or not into the frame, but into the body or something like that. But so that's enough rambling for me. That's the whole idea. Oh, one other thing. I've got these will be going on the tips there, and they will be held up finally. I haven't used these hangers yet, even though it looks like I have. They've just been sitting outside in our corrosive environment here at the beach. And yeah, I'm going to do that. But and if I do this correctly, these hangers can be attached to the frame. I kind of don't want to drill a hole in the frame, and so I came up with this idea. I've got hangers, and what better way to hold a hanger than a hanger? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wrap this the whole way around the frame and incorporate it into those holes on the hanger there somehow. I don't know yet. I got to get under the truck. I got to make this happen first before I can even worry about that. But that is what will prevent these from just flopping down at a 90, pointing at the road and scraping the road as I go down the road. So, alrighty, that was a long enough chat around here about what's going on. I'll jump to the GoPro. Let's throw this together. Hopefully it'll go together pretty quick. Got a tarp over here so I can lay on instead of the ground. Also, got my work gloves and some safety glasses just because I'll be under a car. Always a good idea to wear safety glasses when you're under a car. I really hate safety glasses, so if you hear me saying that, it's usually a big deal. I've watched way too many car shows where people get rust in their eyes or whatever, dirt in their eyes, and then they have like the Terminator eye, so I don't want that. So anyway, that's the plan. Thanks for listening to all of this. Let's jump to the GoPro and let's see how this comes together. Alright, here we are. Not the prettiest looking job, because I couldn't get that angle on that one pipe the correct way. This way is pretty cool. So I got a slant this way. Actually, it's at a slant this way, so it's kind of angling back. I'm just kind of pointing up. I don't know. Whatever. If you could see in the footage, when I finally got this thing onto that pipe, it did not want to move whatsoever. So that's just the way it's going to have to stay. So a little better look here. You can see that one looks awesome. That one looks but who cares? It did not get very close to the spring, the leaf spring that is, so hopefully that's far enough away. That's another whole thing that I'm not worrying about this tip, because this whole thing might just come off. Hey, I can be like that sometimes, you know. The whole dual exhaust thing came off in the first place. So, but anyway, that's it. That's I'm calling that good enough anyway. Both tips coming out right in front of that tire. Looks kind of cool. Yeah, like I said, I might just pull the tips completely off and just do straight pipes that I had there instead. But the whole experiment, really, the only thing important to me is it going to make it louder having these tips on there? I do have the pipe about halfway down the tip, so that'll be a new experiment for me over the next few weeks when these things get seasoned in a little bit, and we'll see if this thing gets any louder. So we'll go ahead and cut to the exhaust here, revving up. Might as well get that stuff going, right? Alrighty, and that's it. So, dual exhaust again on the truck. So sweet. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, checking out what's going on around here with my truck. As always, go in the comment section down below, leave a comment. You go into the comment section as well. Check out who's in the comment section down there and subscribe up. There's got to be some people down there that you're not subscribed to that you should be. But yeah, that's what the whole comment thing is. That's why I say go to the comments and do all that stuff. That's pretty much for all you guys. I love the comments, but you know, it's pretty much for you guys to hook up and find other people. I encourage that because it's all a big happy social media experiment, right? What else do we got? I got an ever-changing Amazon link down below that will help support me. Just go check out what the mystery item is this video. I put up a mystery item or a mystery search for different items on my Amazon link that you'll probably be interested in. So why don't you go down there, hit that Amazon link. I get credit for driving them traffic. They give me kickbacks on the backside. I don't know how it works. I got a Bitcoin link down below. Yeah, if you're new, hit that subscribe button, the like button, that's always fun. Yeah, all that fun, happy social media stuff. So thanks for hanging out with me, checking out what's going on with my truck, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Till then, later.